This is Trucking Live for Sean, your boy Sean here, just bringing you an update of what's going on this Sunday morning. Got a few things to talk about during this video. I'm going to give it another minute for everybody to get, a couple minutes for everybody to get on. But I'm going to talk today about one of the biggest fears y'all may have, and that's a lot of truckers have a big fear of jackknifing trucks and how to avoid a jackknife and how to get out of it. So that's going to be the topic of today's Sunday morning show. Sorry about the little bump right here. It's bumpy. I get something else to hold this camera more steady. It's not bump as bad, but anyways, hope everybody's doing good this morning. It's a little early this morning. It's about 7:48 a.m. So I don't expect a lot of people to be on here this morning, but while I got this on my mind, I'm gonna go ahead and discuss it. But right now it's Sunday morning, 7:48 a.m. I'm over here on the East Coast in Jacksonville, Florida. I slept in Daytona last night. We came down from Michigan, came down to Dalton, Georgia, picked up a load, delivered in Orlando, Florida last night, made it over to Daytona. Got up this morning from Daytona, now I'm headed to Savannah, Georgia. Clear that camera a little bit for y'all, sorry about that. And then we're taking a load from Savannah, Georgia, down to Mobile, Alabama. Oh, L.A. Southern Alabama, L.A., Lower Alabama, that's what I call it, right? Lower Alabama, that's where I'll be headed. What's going on there, Nathaniel? How's it going? Good morning to you. How's everything going with you? Good to see you this Sunday morning, Nathaniel. Yeah, I'm going to talk today about, give it one more minute before I get going, but I'm going to talk today about jackknifing and the importance of how to get out of a jackknife. That's really what I had on my mind this morning. And the reason I had that on my mind is it's wintertime, and with wintertime coming along, there's a lot of chance for truck drivers to jackknife. A lot of things to happen and go wrong. So, especially up north, there's a lot of snowstorms going on right now. We're expecting a lot of heavy snow and ice this year. There's already been a lot of couple blizzards and things. A lot of truck drivers.
Take exit 35B
jackknife.
on the right to I-95.
Daniel said he's at the hotel for the weekend. What's wrong with your truck, bud? You don't know, do you? Damn, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. But at least you didn't got you put up the hotel. Where you at, buddy? Yeah, sorry to hear that. Yeah, this Sunday morning, I'm down here in Jacksonville, Florida, headed to Savannah, and I want to talk to y'all about jackknifing. So, like I said, the bad weather. There's a lot of bad weather right now. A lot of bad weather going on, but one thing that people don't realize is, I'm from Georgia, and when you're from the South, you know quickly that the counties, the states, and the authorities are not really prepared for snow and ice. They don't have, up in Pennsylvania and up north in Ohio, they've got salt trucks. In Minnesota, they have bad storms and they're prepared for it. They have salt trucks, they have things that can clear it, simmers, all kinds of different things. So they're ready to go. And usually in a couple of days, you're out of the mess. Houston, Texas. All right, Daniel. What's the weather like in Houston, Texas, buddy?
Take exit 35B.
Like I was saying, they're not prepared for us now. I know it's almost Christmas, but they're calling some bad weather coming in next week, like low temperature. So when it hits Tennessee, Kentucky, and Georgia, I'll go ahead and be the first to tell you, it can get bad. It might not be that bad, but they're not prepared for it, so that makes it worse. The potential of jackknifing is a lot. It's a heavy chance of that happening. And you got to be prepared and know how to get out of it. You got to be ready to be able to get out of it, know exactly what to do. So that's why I want to discuss this. I know a lot of schools, they don't train y'all right. I mean, they train y'all, but they don't actually teach you how to get out of a jackknife. It's like these schools are mills. They're just driver mills, or just producing drivers, and there's not really, they help them get their CDLs, but they don't actually teach them scenarios. So that's the reason I started this channel. So if you ever get any value out of this channel, make sure y'all give me a like, give me a thumbs up, that like button, and subscribe to my channel, and that way I can try to help more people learn in these situations what to do, and how to. Oh no, that's not good. I just had a whole bottle of mouthwash pour out up here. That is disgusting. Yep. I was like, what the crap? So I didn't put my lid on good, and I put my mouthwash up here in the little cubby hole. and it's a whole bottle. So I guess it's been pouring out, slowly soaking through the little dash, and then all of a sudden I'm getting like drip, 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 drip. And I'm like, why is there water leaking in my truck? And then I looked at it, it was blue. At least it ain't nothing sour. Yeah, look at these napkins put them there. I have soaked my top cabinet full of mouthwash. That's just great. Could be worse there, right? 60 degrees in Texas. Well, right down here in the Florida-Georgia line, it's 48 degrees. But yeah, y'all get some value from this. Make sure you hit that like button. Okay, so back to us about the schools and jackknifing. You know, the schools really don't teach you skids, and they don't really teach you how to get out of certain things. So in this, well, this person's going to run me slap off the road, I guess. Thank you. Oh, I should have been a little bit more prepared and got over more. I couldn't get over on both sides. There's just people that ride the lane. Sometimes you put your blinker on an hour ahead of time. They don't care. You got to be prepared for it all the time. So yeah, so the schools don't really teach you how to get out of a jackknife. So I'm gonna try to. There's a lot of different advice and a lot of different ways out there that can teach you how to get out of certain jackknives. But just remember, opinions are like assholes, buttholes, whatever. Everybody's got one. Everybody ever always thinks the other person stinks. You know what I mean? So you may not agree with me on this, but I'm telling you, I've been driving for 15 years. I've talked to a lot of drivers. I've been in a couple jackknives, and I am lucky. I was in one major jackknife, and I'm lucky to tell the tale that I got out of it. And it is only because of the grace of God and because of the skills that I had learned from other drivers. It's taught me over the years how to get out of this certain thing. So the number one thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you do not panic. You're driving and you start seeing that it's the worst thing to see is when you see that trailer coming on the driver's side or the passenger side. It's very scary. When that thing starts sliding around, the number one thing you want to train your mind and start training your mind right now to do is not to panic. Train your mind that do not panic doesn't help anything. So if you're panicking, you're just going to make the situation worse. And that goes in a lot of different situations. A lot of different situations. Like, one time there was a person in front of me. They spun out of control on some ice, and I would have hit them, and I would have hit everybody else. But real quickly, I went to the shoulder, and I went right around them. And instead of me hitting that four-wheeler, I didn't panic. I went right around them. So sometimes you got to, no, not sometimes, but all the time. The number one thing is do not panic no matter what. So back to the jackknife. So you're driving on the road, and all of a sudden, your trailer is coming around you. The first thing you want to do, like I said, do not panic. The second thing you want to do is take your foot off the clutch, brakes, and gas. That's one option you can do. I'm going to tell you a couple things here. But you definitely want to take your foot off the brakes and the clutch. Some people say, and every situation is different, that you can actually give it fuel. And if you give it fuel, you can shoot right out of it. People disagree with that. It's according to the situation that you're in. You're in heavy ice. I don't know if giving it that would actually help the jackknife, or if it would hurt it if you get on ice. So you have to know your truck and know. But that's one way you can get out of a jackknife is by giving it fuel going forward. The next most important thing to do is turn into the skid. Yes, you heard me. If that trailer is coming around on your driver's side, you're going to turn left. You're going to turn right into it. Now, the thing is, you don't want to turn it real fast. You don't want to jerk it. You want to do slow correction, so you want to slowly turn into it. If it's coming on the passenger side, you want to turn to the right. You want to turn into it. Most people, the first thing they want to do is they want to lock their brakes up. They say, oh, God, that trailer's coming in the brakes. When you get the brakes, that thing's going to come right around, going to smack the side of your truck. It's going to screw you right on up. So I wouldn't suggest that. Make sure that you turn into it, turn slowly. Don't just yank that steering wheel, no jerky type deal. Turn slowly into the skid. You can left or the right, whichever way it's coming. You can give it fuel to get out of. Now, like I said, that's an option. If you've got ice and snow out there, you may not want to hit the fuel at all. The best thing on ice, and this worked for me. I was in Missouri. I come over a hill. And Missouri, at some point, I don't remember the highway, but I'll never forget it. I come over the top of that hill, I hit black ice, and there come my trailer. It was almost full-blown jackknife. It was all the way to the left side of me. And I didn't hit my brakes, didn't hit my gas, and there was an intersection coming up, and I knew if I hit my brakes, I was on that ice, that trailer was going to come right through it. So I just had to keep my mind calm, and I turned into it just a little, and I seen it move back a little bit, so I turned into it a little bit more, and then I went through that intersection. Thank God the light was green, but I went through that intersection, and there was no cars there, and straightened back up, and then I was able to pull over and change my drawers. So, that was very scary, but I thank God was watching out that day, and, I had my mind ready, and you need to do that. You need to train your mind to be ready for your jackknife, especially in this weather. You got to be thinking, okay, when I jackknife, when this happens, what am I going to do, Sean? What are you going to do? You're going to take your foot off the clutch, the brakes, the gas, you're going to turn into it. What's going on, Sherry Lynn? Glad you're watching this morning. We're talking about jackknifing and the importance of it. Importance of knowing what to do and keeping a level head. So, like I said, it's not if you'll jackknife, it's when, especially in this bad weather. You're going to be a truck driver. It's going to happen. 15 years, it's only happened to me twice, but it does happen. I learned to pull over when I need to pull over, but like I said, it's a scary thing. It's one of the most scary things to truck drivers. So make sure you do those steps that I just taught you. Make sure you keep a level head. That's the most important thing. Let's go over one more time. Keeping a level head, number one. Staying calm. That goes with any situation, no matter where you're at, what you're doing. Do not panic. Panic fixes nothing. It does nothing. So do not panic. The second thing you're going to do is get it. Turn to your left, coming around to the right. I'll say the second thing. I'm sorry. First thing is don't panic. Second thing, take your brakes off the clutch, the gas, the brakes, especially if you're in an icy situation. And then you're going to turn to the skid. So the jackknife, the trailer's coming around to your driver's side, you're going to turn to the left. You're going to, not hard, you're going to ease into it, and that's going to straighten up a little. Ease into it. Now, another thing you can do if you're working on a jackknife, if you're out of the ice, you're out of the water, or there's just some reason you start jackknifing for something slippery on the road, but now it's back dry, you can give it fuel. You can hit that gas, diesel fuel, whatever you call it, accelerator, and that will pull you out of the jackknife too. We're talking about an icy situation. I don't really want to get on my brakes in an icy, or air my fuel in an icy situation, but yes, hitting your brake or hitting your fuel will get you out of a jackknife in some situations. Like I said, but you need to turn into the skid. Don't overcorrect. Make sure you turn small. Do not panic. Another thing that drivers have said, and some people disagree with me, but like I said, every opinion out there, opinions are like buttholes. Everybody has one, and everybody thinks everybody else stinks, so it is what it is. But I use my Jake brake. They say don't, but when I'm in bad conditions like that, I will put it on a lower setting. Now, I'm going to get some kickback from that. This is what it is, but I do. When I'm driving, they say don't use Jake brakes. No, don't use Jake brakes. I don't use a heavy Jake brake, but I do have it on small settings, and that helps me keeps the engine down, keeps the drive shaft from turning, and it's worked great for me over my years. Knock on wood, I've never had an accident in the snow or ice or anything like that. So, I'm over 1 million miles, safe driver. There's no reason why it works for me. But that doesn't mean it won't work for you. There's a lot of different techniques, a lot of different things. You just got to get out there and ask people questions. You got to get out there and learn your truck and learn your style. Listen to YouTube channels like mine. There's hundreds of YouTube channels. I'm not the only one out there. I'm not saying just listen to mine. Definitely, if you're new to my channel, subscribe to it. I'm trying to teach people what the CDL schools will not teach their drivers. I do believe that if schools should teach, if they care more about public safety than the dollar bill, they would be out here teaching this stuff. I do believe it. I really do. But they don't. Like I said, they're driver meals. They're there to turn out drivers, get them done, and that's it. And get another class in there, charge them $5,000 to $10,000. Get another class in there, give them their CDLs, and put them out here. They don't really care about public safety. They just do it just to get their money, and that's sad, but it's true. And I call it like I see it. So that's why I started this channel. I started this channel to actually help people, help drivers, educate them, and teach them what it's doing. I had a great trainer. I had a guy named Mario. He was my trainer. He was from Cuba. He was a great driver. and he drove for a lot of years, and he taught me a lot. And his name was Mario Dave Canal. Yeah, he taught me a lot. And just the month that I was with him, and over the years I was able to call him and talk to him. He was able to mentor me and teach me a lot of different ways and show me what to do and what not to do out here. And we all need that. So not everybody has a mentor. Well, I'll try to. You start school in January again. That's awesome, Shaylin. You and your husband. Don't be nervous. You'll get through it. You'll make it. You'll be great. But that's what's not everybody has a mentor out here. Let me be that mentor for y'all guys. Let me be. I'll answer any questions y'all need. All you gotta do is subscribe. Even if you don't subscribe, leave a comment, and I will answer it back. The good thing about this channel so far that I'm noticing is we're building up a lot of experienced truck drivers. I did a survey the other day, and I thought it was kind of interesting that half of the drivers are 5 years, especially 40% of them are 5 years experience more. And the other 40% are drivers that don't have their CDLs. The other 20%, so 6 months to a year. So what that's telling me is this channel's got a lot of people that are non-CDL drivers and a lot of people that have been driving 5 years. So we can help each other, and that's awesome. I noticed the guy the other day, somebody was asking a question. They were asking, hey, how do this, something, I forgot what the question was, but I was asleep at 2 o'clock in the morning, and somebody else answered them. They're like, hey, this is what you need to do. Or, I'm in a situation where, all right, you see right here, this way station's open. Well, I've got a pre-pass. What a pre-pass is that little thing up there, it's just turning green. That means I can pass it. So, you wonder why I'm running the scale right here. That's because I'm not running it. I just got a pre-pass. And I'll go over pre-pass with y'all in a minute. I'll tell you exactly what that is for all of y'all that don't know what pre-pass is. But anyway, so like I said, this is a community of truck drivers that are actually helping people, and y'all are helping other drivers, and I appreciate that. So, all y'all experienced truck drivers out there, I appreciate that. I appreciate you helping out the newbies. Keep it going. All right, so let's go over what a pre-pass is. And I see your question here. Do all trucks have pre-pass here, Lynn? Hold on one second. I'll go over that. But let me go over what a pre-pass is to start with. A pre-pass is the top of there is what's called pre-pass. What it does is what's the word I'm looking for? Transponder. That's the word. It transponds with the weigh station. It communicates with them your truck number, your company number, and if your company has good CSA points right at the moment and they're doing good, then they'll bypass you, or they may bring you in. Or if the truck, the weigh station's real busy, and they see that you're got a good standing, you may bypass you. If you're not busy, they may bring you on in. It doesn't mean you're guaranteed going to get it passed. You're going to go past to it, but it does help. Some companies provide it. Not all companies do, but some do. Most they should. Can you hear me now? I don't know why. There's no wind, so I'm not sure why you can't hear me. I guess I'm losing signal. Can y'all hear me now? Awesome. Anyway, we'll just go right back into it. Let's see here. I guess because the way I had that camera adjusted, but anyway. I appreciate y'all joining today. I appreciate y'all watching me on this live video, and I hope that helped you out. If it did, like I said, share this with a friend, share it on Facebook, share it on any way you can, and I'm gonna get back to it. I'm almost right here at the Georgia line here. We're about 2 miles from the Georgia line, and I'm gonna stop and drop a load off at the toilet. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but anyway, hey, I appreciate all y'all again. Thanks for subscribing. This is Trucking Life with Sean. Let's get it.